Khalifa Al Shamsi, CEO of E&, International and E& Life. It's great to have you with us here at Davos 2026.
Great to be with you on this.
Now, digital lifestyles are evolving quickly. Streaming, fintech, and super app ecosystems are all part of the shift. How do you see consumer expectations evolving, and how is E& shaping its platforms to respond to these changes?
Well, adapting to the consumers is not something new. Over the years, we're always rely on getting inputs of what moves the customer, what delight the customer. In the old days, we can do a lot of market research, focus groups on that, then started looking at certain parameters and data points to do it. Now, at the age of AI, this has happened automatically, dynamically, on the spot, and not for a segment of users, but for the segment of one person. And this is why across all of our platform, this is something is very critical for the way we deliver our services. Ensure that personalization is key for any service, whether it's a Kareem super app type of a service, streaming type of solution for entertainment, or selecting the best option of a service in a fintech. So all of these platforms use heavy data inputs that we capture. And then the power of AI, we're using it for a customization, personalization, whether it's for the value proposition, for the way even the journey flow within the app. It differs also from one, and also recommendation based on the frequency of usage, or if we want them also to explore other services. So this dynamism with the data analytics and AI making it very easy and successful.
And E& operates in markets with very different demographics and all levels of digital maturity. What can you tell us about creating digital platforms that focus on consumers that can grow across generations, from digital natives to first-time users?
So we operate in 20 markets, and as you mentioned, very diverse markets in terms of the infrastructure maturity, for example, financial services maturity, ability to consume data and stream data. What's common across all of these markets is the adoption of those users to the high quality service, simplicity of the services that they would like to consume, and also how relevant it is to them. So our game, the principle of the game that we're servicing our user did not change, is adopting whatever we do. So what we do, we mold all this complex technology, AI related, and to simplify it in a manner that the user see it designed for that particular user. So we simplify it. Simplicity is king. And at the end of the day, we want to create value. In every service that we deliver, we ask ourselves a question. Do we have the right to play? Do we have the right to win? And how can we even delight the customer beyond today's data? And these continuous reviews of all the services that we do allow us to also continuously improve. And this is very obvious and across the various type of services that we are doing, again, on the E& Life, which is our consumer digital company that looks after so many different platforms. We continue to evolve across the different streams.
And do data and AI help you create personalized experiences at scale while ensuring privacy, security, and compliance with regulations?
So I'll start with compliance, since we're also working in a highly regulated industries. Telecom, of course, highly regulated, but even in the new growth verticals that we're starting, namely the financial services, is extremely regulated services. For us, as a corporate like E& compliance comes number one thing that we focus on. Data protection and consumer privacy for us is an extremely important, because this is the right thing to do for our customer. So while we use the consumer history and insight to customize the service, of course, customer give us the permission to design services for them. And typically, customer love customizing the services for them because they see the value. It's not customizing the data for other purposes, but beyond the consumer itself. So we navigate through that. We use a lot of our services using the AI on the compliance space. So if I give an example on the fintech space, the onboarding itself, it's highly regulated for ensuring the KYC for the end user. Also highly required for ensuring protection of fraud against the user himself, fraud against the merchant, fraud against the company. And the amount of data and transaction that's happened and being able to check it across so many indicators, you cannot do it with the old computing power. It has to be a high computing power. There has to be a lot of algorithm that we use and across. And this is not something that you develop at once and you sit. I mean, continuously evolving, continuously learning, and then you perfect the services as you go along. Because the other side, when it comes to fraudulent users, they evolve in their methodology. So we do the same. When it comes to personalization, also for the service delivery itself, we see it very obvious with Stars Play when it comes to entertainment users. So we might be open the same app, but the tile layout for me will be different than the tile layout for you because of my consumption habits might be different than yours. So the recommendation for me will be different than yours. And then sometime also we use that data to give us insight of what investment we need to do across new type of genre or enrich certain type of genre. So it's also bringing efficiency to the service itself. Last example about the use of AI, in Careem, for example, the core of Careem services when it comes to the delivery, whether it's grocery or food, it's about the use of the hundreds of thousands of data points that be able to give back to the user the committed delivery time. So when you click, you want this burger from this restaurant, the amount of data is captured is the specific type of burger and how long it will take, that particular restaurant and how long they normally take, time of the day and how busy it is, how is the route and the street at that time, and so many other data. We use this data and crunch it in, and when you get the estimated arrival time from Careem, you bet your dollar that this is the time that you'll get it, or we beat it, because it's using AI. It's not a guessing. I give you 20 minutes and then you end up getting it in 40 minutes. No. So this is not, done like that. It's done with a lot of data and AI uses through the Careem technology solutions.
And as eAnd expands internationally, how do you assess new markets, especially regarding broadband, digital infrastructure, and ecosystem readiness? And what key challenges do you face when scaling digital infrastructures across borders?
So we're at a great position right now as eAnd, since we are at 20 markets. And when we expand in market and we look at a market, we look at the market profitability and the potential of profitability. So it's not an expansion geographically for the sake of geographical expansion or looking bigger on the map. It's all about profitability and return out of this investment in this market, even on the telecom aspect itself. But also one of our key investment parameters is how well this market in adopting technologies, advanced technology for enterprises, for government services, for the consumer. Great example of this, the last 4 markets that we invested in Central and Eastern Europe. These are market has high appetite for digital adoption, whether of them the government in this market, the enterprises in this market, and it's a great timing for us to penetrate our services, whether it's a cybersecurity, Internet of Things, managed cloud solution by us and our partner, and of course in the consumer domain, penetrating also fintech, because a lot of this market, the spread of financial services and banking services still not at its maturity, and we can penetrate more across so many different segments, ensure financial inclusion, which is in a lot of the time, it's a country mandate and it's the requirement for the various respective government that we are operating in. This capability of having this digital platform and company that we have allow us also to enter into this geographical market and allow us also to succeed, and also this market also adopt beautifully and succeed in this aspect.
And finally, connectivity is often seen as the basis of digital inclusion. How can telecom and technology companies make sure that connectivity leads to real economic and social benefits?
So connectivity is the core of the telecom companies. Maybe in the recent years, analysts, when it comes to telecom, they tell you telecoms are dumb pipe, which is something that we take high offend at. But guess what? In today's world, with accelerated growth of data centers, data, and AI, makes connectivity is king again. The king on the telecom sector as connectivity is coming back. It's very obvious when you connect in data center, AI factories, with the global players, with regional government services, ensuring latency, ensuring high capacity connectivity and investment in capacity within the country or through the global hubs. It's key. And at the same time, also when you now look at connectivity for new type of use cases, whether it's drones, whether it's robotic, I mean, we're talking about AI, agentic AI, but now name of the game is physical AI. How can you ensure these robots are well connected, low latency, and being able to perform with an edge component also closer to the station that manages this robot, is all through the connectivity. And the connectivity could be delivered through the public network, or now more and more we're delivering connectivity as a private network, like the largest oil and gas private network that we announced and we delivered with ADNOC, providing a complete control of ADNOC over all its operation through a dedicated network itself.